are live! Yes. What's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here for video number 2 on your 2 for Saturday. On this late Saturday night, May the 6th, 2023, or if you're now watching on the replay, May the 7th, 2023. Thank you all for watching right here on the Peter Joseph Wrestling Channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down there inside of my motherfucking pants, otherwise known as the description box below. So subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well. And follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Gotta be real. If you're not, suck a dick and get the fuck out. We don't need fake people around here. And if you're fake, you need a life. Seriously, you need a life. Don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically, treat it like it's Cody Rhodes. Smack that guy up, even though he won. But hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. Pretty much it. You missed it, you missed it. That's pretty much it. But if you hit that bell, turn on all notifications, you don't miss a thing. Unless, Neo and his team of monkeys forget to send my videos out to you. Then you're going to have to search my channel and my name. And if you get that, you go to my channel and go to the live section, the video section, or the shorts section. And the latest video will be right there for you, so you don't have to miss it. And you can watch past videos that you might have missed. And that's all I got to say. Well, there. Alright, so hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, like I said, fuck you and too bad. And if this is your very first time watching me, you see my gorgeous, sexy face, which, this is going to come off pretty soon. The manly beard is going to be coming off pretty soon. Because I want to look good, for when I eventually do go away on vacation. Got to look good. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So if this is your first time watching, and you like what you see, you want more of it, then hit that subscribe button on this channel, my other channels. Hit that bell, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a thing. And welcome to the party, pal! I hope you enjoy the ride. It's very bumpy, very evil, very scary, so buckle up, put your feet back, sit back, relax, grab a motherfucking cold one. And that's all I gotta say about that. Let me move on with that. Alright, so on this late Saturday night, May the 6th be with you. If you're a Star Wars fan, Star Wars week is over. Because now, if you're watching on the replay, it's now May the 7th, 2023. My name is Peter Joseph, if you didn't know that by now. Your God of Extreme, and still undefeated, undisputed King of Ranters, and your undefeated, undisputed Extreme Heavyweight Champion of the world. Nobody can beat me, even on commentary. So all you trolls think that you can beat me, sadly you cannot. Sadly you cannot. In a rant and anything else. You do not matter to me. Because whatever you say, whoosh, does not matter to me anymore. So you can all go suck my fat cock and kiss my rosy red ass, Mahoney. Rosie. But I digress. Alright, anyway. So on this Saturday night, we got my good buddy Will Rally Sport Rally in the chat. Probably was watching Backlash as well. So he says, "Hi Pete, I thought that was a good pay-per-view." I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty, not great, but pretty damn good pay-per-view. The crowd was electric again, like they were on SmackDown on Friday last night. Tonight, they're red hot. Woo! I think WWE hit a home run with going to Puerto Rico. The fans love their lucha libre, telemundo, televisión excelente. They loved it. They hit a home run, especially with, with the LWO and everything. Bad Bunny and Priest was match of the freaking night. That was amazing, with Savio Vega coming back. And then Gordito, the man who spits in the face of people that don't want to be cool. Seeing him come back, that was great. He still hasn't lost it. Even though he hasn't been in an official ring, in a WWE ring in like 13 years. But he looks like he hasn't lost a step. Selena Vega getting her moment in the sun in Puerto Rico. I thought that was great. And then, with the aftermath of that match, giving her time, the crowd, standing ovation. She deserved it. I felt bad for her, what happened. We'll get into that. But, great night for Selena Vega and the Latino people and the city of San Juan, Puerto Rico. I thought it was good. But the only problem I had with this pay-per-view is they put the wrong main event on. Should not have been Cody and Brock. Should have been Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. That should have been your main event. Send the fans home happy. And what did WWE do? I'll get it out of my mouth. That was what she said. What did WWE do? What they usually do, and fuck around with the main event. Got a good show, and then that crap to end the show with that horrible ending. I mean, seriously? And I know, what happened afterwards after a certain guy won. And then Beastie Brock gets a big ovation for like 2-3 minutes, which they partly showed and they didn't really show afterwards. And no press conference after this pay-per-view, I guess because it was near midnight in Puerto Rico and everybody's, has got to get on a flight tomorrow because Raw is going to be in Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, that's AEW country. So Raw is going to be in Jacksonville this Monday, the start of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. They're actually going to be naming the names in the tournament tomorrow morning. So we'll see what's going to happen with those triple threat matches on Raw and SmackDown this coming week. And we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, stupid main event. Should not have been there. But look what we have to cater to. A schmuck named Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody! MDK all day, Cody, you schmuck. But it is what it is, and that's that. Okay, let me finish off the second part of that. But all in all, I thought it was a pretty good pay-per-view as well. I totally thought Solo was going to spike Jey Uso. Oh, yeah. I saw it coming. I was like, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. We'll have to wait. Night of Champions. Night of Champions. It's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a Night of Champions. What's that? Sure, you will talk about it in your review. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. What do you think? I'm just talking out of my ass? Come on now. Anyway, the fans were great. I don't know any Spanish, so didn't know what wrestlers were saying. I didn't either. But I do know one thing. A chancla was involved. A chancleta. You know what that means. A good old-fashioned... I got one on right now. Good old-fashioned, smelly, stinky slipper. Well, I don't know if it was stinky because Selena Vega's mom had it, so I don't think it was smelly. Probably smelled like roses. But I digress on that. Everyone on YouTube keeps on saying Carlito hasn't been in WWE for 10 years. He hasn't. I'm not talking about the Hall of Fame. He hasn't wrestled in a match, I think, since... Well, the last time I think he was in a match was the Royal Rumble. That was a long time ago. Yeah, 2021. Not 10 years ago, but a couple years ago. He still hasn't lost a step. The guy should be... He looks so good in the ring. Why doesn't he have a contract? Even though, what are you going to do with him, though? I got an idea. How about bring him back with Epico and Primo and have them go for the tag team belts? It'll be funny to see. I would like to see the Yes Boys against Primo and Epico as Los Matadores. That would be funny as fuck. I would like to see what the Yes Boys would dress up as. Can't be the Matadors because, you got the Matadors right there. They'll dress up as bulls. They'll come out in a bull costume. Which one will be the head, though? Or the ass? I don't know. I don't want to go there. But it is what it is. But great seeing Carlito there. You know what? That was cool. Because Carlito spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool. I do a very good Carlito impression. Very good. I think it's probably the best one ever. I don't think anybody else can do that. But it's like, Eddie Guerrero, ese Latino Heat. Yeah, Eddie, did you like the pay-per-view? It was in Puerto Rico. It was, all the Latinos were having fun, the lucha libre and stuff like that. Eddie, it was great. Oh, Mr. Joseph, it was great. I loved it. Me and Mamacita, we were sitting back having a cold one in Kelowna, sitting back in my hoopty, you know what I'm talking about. We were having fun. China, did you like Joni? Joni, okay, Joni. Joni, did you like Zelina Vega? I liked it very much. Oh, okay, thank you. But I'm glad that you liked it, Eddie. I wish you were there, though. That would have been great. I know. I got this stupid halo on my head. What the fuck? What the fuck? God gave me this fucking halo, this pendejo. Hey, watch what you call a god, okay? It'll be cool, Eddie. Calm down. Take it easy. Tranquilo. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry. All right, get out of here. Let me move up. Yeah. Carlito and Savio Vega being there was great. Liked it. But if Eddie Guerrero was alive today, he would have had a ball there. Probably would have been champion too, but who knows? Real Rowdy's what Rowdy says. I'm old. You're not that old. I'm old. I'm old as shit. I'm old, so used to watch Savio Vega wrestle. He's 53. Damn, he's old. He's older than me. I'm 46 and he's 53, so he's not that much older than me. There's a lot of wrestlers that are around my age. That makes me feel young, I guess. I don't know. He's 53, he can still wrestle. Did punches and kicks like he used to in 95. Yeah. Was there a tag team called Los Boricuas back in the day? I could be wrong on that. I think there was a tag team called Los Boricuas. Pretty sure there was. And I think Savio Vega was part of it. But I could be wrong. I'm so old I forget some stuff. But in any case, we move on. Alright, so there we go. So that's all the comments for now. But chat room was wide open like Rebby Sky's legs on at a 24/7 7-Eleven. Wide open. So if you want to talk about Backlash, anything about Monday Night Raw coming up Monday, NXT, Dynamite, anything in the world of professional wrestling, the sport. It's a sport of professional wrestling. It's not sports entertainment. It's a sport. If you want to debate me on that, I don't even need to do a debate. Just watch the former Gilmore Chronicles, episode number 193. Just go on my Shadows Leg channel and go to my video section, go down a few pages, and when you see TTC 193, before I changed it to TSL, the Shadows Layer, I did a video about how wrestling is indeed a sport. Provided evidence and everything. So I show receipts. Some people can't do that. They think they can debate people with no receipts. But I digress on that. We move on. That's it. Alright. So, anyway. We will move on from that. Alright, but yeah, Savio Vega looked great for a 53. What is in the water? All these wrestlers that are old, like old, and we haven't seen him in a while. Like Carlito, he looked great. Santino Marella. He looked great in the ring when he was at Impact. Oh, what was the last pay-per-view? Shit, forgot. Into the multiverse pay-per-view he was at. He looked great in the ring for a guy that's 50-something, I think. 45, 50 years old, Santino Marella. Carlito is I don't even know how old Carlito is, but damn, these old guys, they're drinking from the fountain of youth? Somebody call DDP. Oh, actually don't. I'm kidding. But yeah, call DDP. You know, he has that DDP yoga because it ain't your mama's yoga. And DDP is like almost 70 years old, around 70 years old. The guy, I don't know if he can still go in the ring. You know, the last time we saw him was in AEW, way back when. Guy can still go, but, you know, he's getting older. He can still do that Gilmore Cutter. Bang! He needs to stop doing that. He's just, you know. Even though I do this, which is the diamond, the symbol for the diamond cutter and Rockefeller Records, you know, Jay-Z. But nobody can withstand the power and the variations of the Gilmore Cutter. There's so many, you won't see it coming. And which version, you won't see it coming either. That's why I was a god in fucking E-Fed wrestling. A god. I won so many titles, I felt like Ric Flair almost. Not holding them long enough, but I think the only E-Fed title I held long enough was the Trios title because nobody wanted to face us. It was me, Papa Feder, and I forgot the other guy. Damn, now I'm gonna get crucified by the old farts in the XWF. There was me, Papa Feder, and no, it wasn't Soldier. It was I forget who it was. God damn it! But in any case, we won the belts, and then we really didn't even defend them for like almost a year. I'm like, why do we have these belts? And who's gonna take them from us? And then we finally got to the point where it was like, I don't want to be Trios champion anymore. We dropped the belt. We just dropped the belt because there was nobody that wanted to face us. And then the second time I won it, didn't hold it that long. Because the second time I won it was with a schmuck owner that owns that place now. He's a pedophile. He's an actual pedophile. I'm not making that up. With another guy that's an actual pedophile. So that's why I call it the XWF is full of pedophiles. But I digress on that. Thank God I'm not there anymore. I would never come back. I don't even want an apology. I'm not coming back there. I'm not coming back to E-Fed anymore unless there's a superiorly epic E-Fed out there. If anybody knows, you know, hit me up in the comments. But I digress. But we move on with that. But my second go around, actually I think I held it 3 times actually. No, it was 2. It was 2. So I held it with a guy named Duke, not that Duke. And we were basically, I basically got given that belt because the guy won it for us. So, but whatever. Good old XW back in the day. It is what it is. Real Guys for Rally says DDP nice has helped lots of people. Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake did a one of his shows the other, I think, this weekend or yesterday. Guy is old as fuck. Trust me. But it is what it is. Mick Foley couldn't walk properly. Yeah, DDP helped him. Now he can walk sort of properly. RVD did it. Jericho did it. A lot of people use DDP yoga now. And look what they are now. They're like fabulous. Jericho is 51, 52 years old, and you know he needs to work out a little bit more. But he can still go in that ring. You know, Mick Foley can't walk, and now he can actually walk somewhat. I mean, I use DDP yoga for my back. Still hurts from time to time, but you know, I'm just getting back into it. So, see, your mama's yoga. It's great. It's great because I'm using it for my back because I have a little bit of a slouch. You know, I feel like I'm not getting a hunch. I'm not looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or anything like that, but I'm getting a little bit of a slouch. So when I go to physical therapy and I come home and I do a little, like a 30 minutes of DDP yoga, and I'm, you know, even if I'm in tremendous pain from physical therapy, I still do it. But it is what it is, and that's that. You know, mostly I do, you know, you do this, and you go up here, and you go, and then hook it up, brother. You know, this is good. You know, I can't, well, I don't want to stand up. But you go like this, and then you raise it like this, up to the heavens, and then you go like this. You stretch your arms out like Jesus, right? And you go, and it helps your shoulder area. If I can find I don't know if I have the video on me. I think I gotta look them. I think on my main channel, in my favorites, I have a video of DDP showing you how to do this, and then go like this, and then hook it out, brother. And it really helps your shoulder area. And I have bad shoulder as it is. From a long time ago, I got hit by a car, broke my collarbone. And I was in the hospital for 6 goddamn hours on one of the stretchers. That hurt my back even more. But that was like in 1993. It was like basically 30 years ago. I got hit by a car, broke my collarbone. Kind of broke. It was like they said fractured, but it's broken. And it hurt like hell. I didn't even feel it. I mean, I get hit. I went boing, plop, landed on the ground. I got right back up, and then like I no-sold it. I got up, and the freaking guy in a car who lied. I don't want to get into that situation because I took him to court and he won because the stupid jury found me 100% negligible because I crossed in the middle of the crosswalk. Even though I didn't even see the car because I was partially there was a double parked car and I couldn't even see around. So really not my fault. It's the son's fault. No, but I didn't care. I could have won $25,000, but I decided to roll the dice and I lost. Not the first time, but that's why I don't like going to court sometimes. But even for jury duty, I think jury duty is a waste of time. It really is. If you ever go to jury duty, postpone it once and then go the second time, but pray you don't get called. Because if you do, you're gonna, God forbid, you get picked, but you're gonna be there a long, depending on what the trial is and how long it goes. I mean, you get $45 a day. Well, depending on where you live. Here in the United States, you get $45 a day. So, but I mean, it is what it is. So, I just hate going to jury duty because you got to get up early in the morning, go over to court, sit your butt ass in the waiting room from basically like around 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you don't get called by, I think, around 12 o'clock, you go to lunch for an hour, and then you could go back, or you can just go home. I just want it. Sometimes the few times I've gone, I just want to go home. But then I think if you do go home and you get called and they're looking for you, like and they think he probably went home or something like that. You might get a summons for that or something like that. I don't want to try it, and I don't want to do it. So I don't condone doing that. But if you want to waste your life and get in trouble, then go do it. Hey, Peter Gilmore told me to say that. Wait, who's that guy? Like, oh, some guy on YouTube. You don't believe a guy on YouTube? Dumbass. But I got picked once for jury duty, and I was an alternate. Thank God. Thank God when they were actually picking the jurors for the trial, I didn't get picked because I would have been like, oh fuck, man. I would have been like this the whole time. I would have been bored out of my mind. And imagine if I'm like this, and then the judge or the judge sees me, I'm like, something bothering you, Mr. Joseph? I'm like, no, I'm listening. I'm bored. Can we get this done already? I got things to do. What is so important that you gotta do? My wife! That'll get you out of jury duty. Not, they probably won't, but probably get you in trouble. You might get contempt of court. But fuck jury duty is the worst, man. The only good thing about it is you get paid. And if you go for the day, you get $45. Better than nothing. But if you get picked and you're there for about a couple weeks, then it sucks because you get paid because you're off your job for 2 weeks because you're at jury duty. You're like, oh, this guy is guilty. Why are we still here? Fucking Mongoloids. Why are we still here? He's guilty. How do you know? He didn't do anything. He's still guilty. I don't give a shit. I want to go home. I mean, it is what it is. I think I'm actually up to go back to jury duty because it's every 8 years here in the United States. Every 8 years. I think the last time I went was 2015. Yeah, I think it was 2015 the last time I went. So I'm due. I know it's coming too. Those stupid fucking questionnaires you gotta fill out, and then you gotta send back, and then in turn you wait another couple months, and then you get a letter from the good old court system and saying, you've been summoned to jury duty on July 4th. Or July 5th. No, I just put July 5th at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, pfft. I think you can, in the in the States, I think you can postpone it, I think, twice. And for any length you want. I think, but I don't know if there's a limit, though, but if there isn't, I would fucking like, pfft. I'll call you back when I know. Usually I play around, and I don't play around, but usually I postpone the first one to about 6 to 8 months in the future. I like to do it in the summer because I don't want to do it in the winter because it's too cold, and two, the sun goes down like at 4 o'clock. So if you stay there till about 5 o'clock, you're coming home at night, which is even worse. And it's rush hour traffic, especially on the subway and the bus. Ugh. But what? Even in the summer, But at least it's warm. You get to go out and enjoy when you go to lunch and everything. But it's just a pain in the ass that you have to get up early in the morning to get over there by around 8:45, 9 o'clock in the morning. And then all you got to do is play with your phone all day. But, I would say bring some earphones so you can listen to some music, but keep the volume on low so you can hear your name. And if you don't get called by like 4 o'clock, they'll tell you. You're like, why am I here? 4 o'clock. I want to go home already. And then around 4 o'clock, if you're still there, sometime I don't know if they still do it, but sometimes they would make an announcement saying, for all those people who haven't got picked, you're all going to get paid for the day, and you can all go home. See you in 8 years. That's what happened to me the last time. I was there till 5 o'clock. Not 5 o'clock. I left. I got out like at 4:15. I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm like, I guess I'm not gonna get picked. I'm not coming back tomorrow. Fuck this shit. And they made the announcement. I'm like, yes. To get $45. I'm gonna go home. I don't want to have to see this goddamn fucking place for another 8 years. But like I said, I was like in 2015, so I'm thinking I'm going to get it probably in the summertime. Or God forbid, in the fall. I'm like, I'm not going in the fall. Fuck that. And when I moved to DeSantis country, I'm going to have to do that too. But, which is going to be a problem because I probably have to take an Uber to go to the court and then take an Uber back, which I don't mind, but it is what it is. All right, enough about jury duty. Let's get to something else. That's Real Rouse for Rowdy. Sorry to hear that. We don't have that law in the UK. Is it jaywalking? Anyway, we're different countries, different laws. Yeah, that's true. I wasn't charged with jaywalking. I just got found 100% negligible because I should have took the money and ran. And the thing is that after the freaking court date, after the fact that when I lost, the stupid guy that hit me lied on the stand because I memorized the deposition. The guy looked like an ugly old fuck. And my lawyer at the time asked the guy, says, "Can you identify the plaintiff in the courtroom, sir?" The guy goes, he didn't. I don't think he recognized me. And he says, and then my lawyer told me to stand up and says, "Is this the guy that you hit?" And the guy goes, "Well, if you say he is," I'm like, if I should have opened my mouth, but I didn't want to get in trouble with the court. I just sat down. I go, really? This guy does not know? He hit me. How can he not know? I should have just said something to when they cross-examined. I should have just whispered to my lawyers, like, how can he not know who I am? But I didn't want to be there anyway, so I should have just took the money, took the $25,000 that the insurance company was going to give me, and I could have been a rich man by now. But that was a long time ago. That was like 30 years ago. But I could have took the money. I could have used it, or could have saved it, put it in the bank, something like that. But it's past is past. We move on. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get to the review in a little bit. Sorry to be stupid. You're not stupid. Is that sorry to be stupid? Is that voluntary or government ask you to go? I'm not sure how that works. Sorry, not wrestling. Yeah, I know I went on a tangent. It is mandatory that you have to go to jury duty. It's mandatory. But like I said, they give you, I think, 1 or 2 postponements, and then you have to go on the third one, because if you don't go, you get a summons, and you get subpoenaed to go, which is not fun because you have to go whether you like it or not. And I mean, there's so many ways to get out of jury duty. You get picked, and there's so many ways you know when they ask you a question. Can you be unbiased and this and that? And you know, people try all the tricks of the trade, but they've heard them so many times, so it's like almost impossible to get out of it, even when you're there. So it's impossible. That's why I just think jury duty is a waste of time. Yeah, you get paid $45 for the time you're there or how many days you're there, but it's just a waste of your fucking day and your fucking time. That's just my opinion. And if you don't like it, too bad. Anyway. That's scary. You could send someone to jail, prison. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to do it either. I don't give a shit. I mean, the only one time I was actually in the courtroom was, I think, a robbery case. And guess what? It was against the African-American man. I'm like, oh, great. But, I mean, I heard the opening statements, and then the judge asked questions, and I'm like, oh. Can you be unbiased? I say, and I go, Judge. I go, I really wanted to. I really want to say no. I know I'm a biased piece of shit, but I'm an honest piece of shit, Judge. But I just said no. Because you gotta be nice. You don't want to get held in contempt and pay like $100 fine and shit. Move on. Yeah, you get paid for jury duty. It is what it is, but it's a pain in the ass. All right. Bit weird tonight, not being on Issa New York Demon Diva live stream. I had to go on random ones. She was at the show. Yeah, she was at the show looking fabulous in that blue dress. Oh. So many live streams on YouTube. There was hundreds I didn't know. Well, I mean, yeah, there was a lot. I mean, I just watched. I didn't even bother to go on anybody else's watch anybody else's live stream. I really, I could have went on other people's live streams, but I chose not to. I just chose to watch it by myself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I like going on Issa's live stream because it's funny. We talk, we laugh, we cry, we make fun of Wheeler Yuta and Darby Allin, and we just have a good time on Issa's chat. Probably one of the funnest live streams in this so-called community. Because anybody else's live stream during Raw, besides Jesse and other people, probably suck. Well, besides all the people that I used to know, like Brandon Martin and Jordan, that do live streams of Rampage and SmackDown sometimes. I mean, it's good, but not like Issa's chat. Forget it. It's fun. It's interactive, and we all love each other. Most of us, but it is what it is. But yeah, Issa had a great time in her home country. She got what she wanted. Her bestie delivered to her birthday present. Well, late birthday present, Pay-per-view in San Juan, Puerto Rico, SmackDown in Puerto Rico. Now we just got to get a Raw in Puerto Rico, and maybe a WrestleMania in Puerto Rico. That could happen. It could happen. We'll see. We will see. But that's it. There was that many people who watched wrestling. Everybody was watching tonight. Everybody. I heard tonight on the live stream that AEW All In has sold 70,000. Not checked yet, but if true, wow. Sorry, not WWE. Well, it's wrestling. It's my show. We can talk about anything we want. And if you don't like it, hop off. Or just hop off. But yeah, man, 70,000. I know the target was WWE did in its first week of ticket sales. I think it was 72,900, something like that. I forgot what. So it was in the 70,000 range, something like that. But yeah, I mean, AEW's doing some good shit. Tomorrow's Sunday, so it'll be just about a week of ticket sales. I mean, if they have 70,000 and they can get about 75,000 in 1 week, that's pretty damn good. And they got a little over 100 days left till the pay-per-view. So they got a lot of time to sell out that place, which is 94,000 people. But if they got 70,000 now, that's a big accomplishment for Tony Khan. Tony Khan! Now watch WWE gonna go to well, not for Money in the Bank. I mean, they already sold that. I think they sold that place out. It's not even in Wembley. I don't think. I think Money in the Bank is at the O2 Arena. I forget where that's at. But tickets are already on sale for that. I think it already sold out. So, not that I give two shits, but the next time that WWE does, well, I think if WWE does Clash of the Castle 2, they're gonna try to beat AEW if AEW sells out Wembley. They sell 94,000 plus. You can bet that if WWE goes to Cardiff, Wales for Clash of the Castle 2, they're gonna try to get 100,000 people there. So, we got 100,000 for Clash of the Castle. But it's not All In, which is basically AEW's WrestleMania, you dumb fuck. And I bet you the show will suck too. Not like All In. I think All In's going to be massively epic. And knowing Tony Khan will put like 35 matches on the card. That's what he wants to do with Double or Nothing. He wants to have a huge card. So I'm like, oh great, we're going to get 18 matches. 5 of them on the pre-show. So we're going to get 5.5, maybe 6 hours of freaking Double or Nothing coming away on May the 28th. I'm like, damn, this pay-per-view ain't ending yet? I could be on vacation. I could come back that day and like, oh damn, the pay-per-view's still on? Like, where's all the reviews? Where's all the live streams? I'll pop on YouTube. Like Issa will still be doing her live stream for Double or Nothing. Like, this pay-per-view is still on? I'll put that in the chat. This pay-per-view is still on? And then I'll get like, oh, Peter Kill Davis is here. Yay! Like, I just got home from vacation. I found out that the pay-per-view is still on? What the fuck? Anyway. I think they get 80,000 or sell out. Amazing. Well done to them. I'm shocked how many AEW haters there is. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of so-called wrestling fans. It's, that thing, oh, wrestling's fake. It's all fake. Oops. It's fake. Wrestling sucks. This and that. WWE sucks. AEW sucks. Why are you watching wrestling? It sucks. It's fake. Yeah, say the F word to a wrestler. And any wrestler. I don't care if it's an indie star or Roman Reigns. I'll knock you the fuck out. And I keep telling people, if you think it's fake, go to a wrestling school, take a bump. Take a bump. That's all. That's all you gotta do, is take one single bump correctly, flat back. Take a single bump, flat back, or just fall. If you don't do it correctly, you're gonna be in trouble. You're like, oh, my head! Somebody call a medic! Marks. That's all these fake-ass motherfuckers in this fucking community are. Fake-ass wrestling fans. They think they know everything, they don't know anything. They don't know the insides and the outsides of the wrestling business like I do. Because I've been a wrestling fan since 1979. When I was a little bitty hoaxer dude. 3 years old, I know all about wrestling. Of course, my grandpa showed me it, and then I started watching not even WCW. I started watching early WWF before it became the WWF with Hogan and company. I watched the AWA, World Class Championship Wrestling. The good shit back in the day, back in the early 80s when that was the shit. 80s wrestling was the shit back in the day. And then the Attitude Era came. That's when it was sports entertainment. Still was a sport. But I digress. But these fucking idiot fans think they know everything about wrestling. They don't. And then when they get humiliated by people that know things in the business and know when the things will work and when it's a schwork or it's a shoot, brother, they look like complete fucking idiots. Yeah, the comments on social media are ridiculous, horrible, funny. And some of them are off the wall. Like, what? Like, what? Like Stone Cold would say, what? But some of these so-called IWC, YWC people that do reviews and do analysis and shit, they don't know shit all about the wrestling business. 20-some-odd years old. Like, oh, I remember back in 1985. No, you don't, because you weren't born. You weren't born in the 80s. I was born in 76. When wrestling was starting to hit that boom in the 80s. When WWF came along with Hulkamania, brother. The golden age of wrestling. The NWA. The AWA. Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Memphis Championship Wrestling with Jerry Lawler and company. I watched all of it. Even Lucha Libre back in the day. In the 80s. It's good shit. So don't come at me saying, I don't know about wrestling. I've been watching for 44 years. 44 years. As of this year, 44 years, from 79 to 2023. That's a very long time. And I met a lot of wrestlers back in the day. I didn't meet like the Hogans or the what you mean in this series? Oh yeah, I did it. I mean, I didn't meet anybody from the 80s. Like, the first wrestler I actually met was Sonny. You remember Sonny? Sammy Lynn Six. That was the first actual wrestler I met. Shook her hand, and then it was around the ECW period. Chris Candido, God rest his mighty soul. And then I met Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was starting to become big. Stiffed me on a handshake. What? I said, you stiffed me on the handshake, Steve. What? Don't start that shit. What? I met the APA, Ron Simmons, and JBL. Well, Bradshaw. I met some of the ECW wrestlers. I met Balls Mahoney twice. I know Joe Gertner personally because he was a classmate of mine in college. No, I know Joe Gertner personally. He lives in not in my area, but he lives in Brooklyn. Well, maybe he lives in Staten Island. I don't know. Maybe he moved, but I know. I met him. I met Balls Mahoney, Tommy Dreamer, Francine. Francine's a doll. She's hot, but she's a great person to meet. I didn't meet Shane Douglas yet, but I want to meet him. So I can go, hey Shane, you can suck my ass! Because I'm the franchise! I bet the Sandman, I got one of his sticks, actually signed. It's in my other room. I'll get it out one day if I can find it. I'll show you that I actually got the Sandman's autograph on a kendo stick. It's still in good condition, by the way. I haven't used it yet. Well, one time I used it on Rosa once. Not like that. Yeah, we had a hardcore match like that. Actually, Rosa used it on me once. Not like that, but I was doing a Halloween video in my parents' house when I used to live with my parents back in the day. We did a Halloween video, and where she dressed up as supposedly was like the Undertaker, let's say, and we kind of messed it up because the lights in my room was supposed to just like spontaneously go off, and then you would hear crack, and then the lights would be the lights would go back on. The lights would go back on, and then Rose would be like this in a hood, but you couldn't see her. And she was like, Happy Halloween. That's what we were supposed to do, but we fucked it up. We fucked up the script, and it came out really bad. I don't have that video anymore, which sucks. It was back the early days of the YWC, my time. I wish I had that video. I wish I had the video I did with my brother from another mother when I was on my Human Killer 99 channel when I did my Halloween episode. Man, remember back in the days when YouTube was YouTube, when you had the 301 plus glitch, I hated that. Was that video I did, even though it had the 301 plus glitch, 10,000 views. When I found out about it, when it finally got viral and everything, it hit 10,000. But then I got a copyright claim for the Michael Myers music, which pissed me off because it was banned in certain countries, but people loved it. I don't even think I have it anymore. I gotta look at my external hard drive. I might still have it. Never know. If I find that, I am re-uploading that. But I might have to edit it up a little bit to, get the Michael Myers music out. But I mean, I don't care if I get hit with a copyright claim because of that music. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. But that was a shit back in the day. Good shit. All right, we move on. I know I talked for 53 minutes. We haven't got to this fucking review yet. I don't care. It's my show. Do whatever I want on a Saturday night. Late Saturday night. If you don't like it, kiss my rosy red ass, Mahoney. But, yeah, move on. All right. Some people in the IWC know nothing about wrestling. You're damn right. Just wondering what you thought about AEW haters. They're idiots. Complete idiots. They praised almighty WWE. That's great. WWE is great. Roman's better than Kenny. Well, that's given. My favorite wrestler is Cody Rhodes. Cody's better than Kenny. No, he's not. AEW's not going to sell out Wembley. Oh, look, they couldn't sell out Wembley. Oh, they're getting close. So now you have egg on your face, bitch. So some of these freaking WWE haters or the AEW haters or just wrestling haters just need to shut the fuck up. Straight up. Anyway. Don't think I've ever seen any wrestler so emotional, being so happy, getting a chance in her home country like Salina Vega was tonight. So nice. That robe was amazing with the flag. Yes, her fit was great. Coming out with the Puerto Rican flag, with the LWO music blaring in the background. her parents there. She dedicated the match to her father, who passed away in the 9/11 attacks. I thought it was very emotional for her, especially with the introductions and everything. She was crying. I mean, any real person was like, I can't do the match. I can't do the match. I'm too emotional, damn it! There's no crying in wrestling. Actually, there is. Hey, you're not crying, I'm crying. But yeah, great moment for Zelina Vega. Great. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. This bud's for you. Anyway. Here's one for you. I heard someone tonight say the stupid comment. Uh-oh. Sami Zayn is only getting cheered because of Roman Reigns' bloodline storyline. If he didn't do that, he wouldn't get cheered like he does. Probably. I think if Sami Zayn never joined the bloodline, I don't think he'd be as big that he is right now. But in turn, when they won the titles, have you noticed that Sami and Kevin are not getting cheered that much anymore? Their reign as champs is becoming stale. I hate to say that. And I like both. I like Kevin. We all know I'm a big Kevin Steen mark. But, Sami Zayn, Mr. Generico, he's lost a little bit of steam, even though the fans still love him, but kind of getting Generico is kind of getting a little bit cold right now. I think they need to do something else. I think that tonight was the blow-off with the whole Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens bloodline storyline. So I think Kevin and Sami are going to go on to do whatever they're going to do on Raw and who they're going to face. I mean, we'll see what happens. But, I mean, it's not really a stupid comment, but, I mean, it has a point. So you can have a stupid comment, but still have a point to it, a stupid comment. So some of these moronic marks, sometimes they have a ridiculous comment, but if you look in the comment, they have a point, sort of. Still a mark. But it is what it is. And nobody would know who he is. Clearly, this person doesn't know who he is in NXT. No, they probably didn't know who he was in Ring of Honor. And even before Ring of Honor in ICW. And in PWG, like Kevin Steen. Some of these people are like, I don't know, who the fuck is Kevin Steen? That's not... No, he's Kevin Owens. No, his real name is Kevin Steen. Moron. And yet his best years were in Ring of Honor in PWG. Especially with the Young Bucks. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know about Mount Rushmore from PWG, you got problems. Probably one of the best fucking Kevin Steen promos of all time. The Mount Rushmore promo. Look it up on YouTube. Please. It's with Adam Cole and the Bucks. When Kevin was kind of going after the world title, but then he became friends with Adam Cole. He's like, you're a piece of shit. And I can admit that I'm a piece of shit. And I got your fucking back. And Adam Cole's like, what the fuck, dude? And then the Bucks like, oh shit, something's going to go down. But in turn, Kevin's like, I don't care who it is, Elgin, Candice, I'll make them all suck your fucking dick. When Adam Cole was doing the suck my dick gimmick in PWG, and partly in Ring of Honor, when it was getting hot in Ring of Honor, during I think it was 2015 and 16, I don't think 17, but he had the Adam Cole baby stuff in 2016 and 17 in PWG and in Ring of Honor. He was red hot. Not that he's red hot now, but it's Adam Cole, baby. Boom. But I mean, if people don't know the backstory about these wrestlers, I mean, Issa doesn't know some of the wrestlers from Japan. She's learning. She's learning. Give her some credit. She's learning. Give her some credit. Leave her alone. Anyway, and El Generico, the man who steals orphans from the orphanage in Mexico, that's El Generico. That's some other guy. I don't know who that Sami Zayn guy is. Example there for you. Have you done YouTube for years, like 5 years or 10 years? I'm not sure how long. That's a long time. I've done YouTube for almost 14 years. I should be off this goddamn place, but I like it. It's not something I want to do for life, but it's a hobby for me. People think that YouTube is my life. It's not. I got other things to do. Like your mama. No. I got other things to do in my life. I have a job. I got a social life. I really don't need YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't need it, but I just like doing it because I want to give my opinion about the world of professional wrestling and about sports. And you know, I don't like to get personal with my life, which kind of gets me in trouble, but I really don't care. If I talk about my life and my journey with mental illness and everything. It is what it is. Speaking of mental illness, another brief tangent. Good buddy Wrestling Otaku did a video on his Fortune for Shooters channel about people dealing with mental illness. I know if they, and if they need somebody to talk to, they're getting bullied online and everything. They're not alone, stuff like that. I've dealt with that for many years and everything, being bullied, and there's days I want to kill myself, and sometimes because of this fucking website, and other times because of my chaotic life away from YouTube with work, and sometimes me and the missus don't get along once in a while. I've had days I want to commit suicide, and but I've learned to control I'm trying to control my anger and control my urges to kill myself. People are like, it'd be better if you killed yourself. Fuck you. Fuck you. If I die tomorrow, some of these people on YouTube are going to be the reason why. They're going to get in trouble for that shit. Just saying. But I'm not going to do that shit. If I have a bad day, I have a bad day, but I get over it. I do have days that I want to kill myself, and my stress is at an all-time high, and I'm like, ah! But I learned to do other things. I'm like, just get away from things. Listen to some music, like especially I listen to In This Moment religiously, because they have saved me many, many, many times from me killing myself. If it wasn't for them, I probably would be dead. And I told Maria and the band many times that their music saved me from suicide, and they said thank you. But really, I've learned that listening to music, any kind of music, doesn't matter what it is, could be classical music, could be bombastic rock and roll. Any musician, any artist, just throw on some music, sit back, relax, let the music play, and then let it get into your mind and everything. Your head banging, you're like, dum dum dum, your head banging, and then you feel better after a while. Sometimes it might take an hour or 2 hours. For me, it takes about 30 minutes, and then I'm fine. I'm like, what happened before? Don't know. But music really soothes the soul. So if you're having problems, your life is going out of control, and you don't know where to turn, talk to somebody. That's why you have friends. They might not give you the best advice, but go to them. If you're thinking about killing yourself or anything like that, go to family, go to friends, go to a therapist, go somewhere, go to a hospital. Because killing yourself is not the answer. And thinking that you can take so many pills and kill yourself. You're only hurting yourself, and you're gonna hurt your family members. You're gonna hurt your friends, and then it's not gonna look good for you. But it is what it is. But Taco did a video today talking about a YouTuber that I was familiar with named Adam. He goes by so many different names these days. He talks about Mickey James religiously. He has been dealing with problems and everything, and then I don't know what happened, but the gist of it was that he tried to kill himself and took a whole bunch of pills, and thankfully he threw up some of them. But now he's in the I don't know if he's out or he's still in the hospital being mentally evaluated. That's fucking sad. Sad to hear that about Adam. And me and Adam have had disagreements and everything. He's been bashed by other people I'm not gonna name, but just hearing that, kind of like, oh shit. I mean, we don't need another death in the so-called YWC IWC. We already lost two people. That's Cody Brainerd and what's his name? Charlie Wolfkale. But Charlie died of a heart attack, and Cody Brainerd died of I think it was brain cancer or some. I think it was brain cancer. So they didn't die because of suicide or anything like that. But I've known people that have died from suicide from taking pills and overdosing and shit. One of my best friends died back in 2001 from overdose. And I knew him for a long time. He was one of my he lived right around the corner from me. We used to hang out, play basketball with my other friends that lived across the street from me. We had a ball. Then I found out that he died. I freaking lost. I was like, shit. What did he die from? Overdose. I'm like, I didn't even know he did drugs. But, I mean, really, man, that fucking shit shook me up. But the whole thing with Adam, I'm like, wow. I hope he gets better, But I really hope he gets better and goes to see a therapist and can get back into the right frame of mind and everything. Because, like I said, we don't need somebody from the community dying because they overdosed or killed themselves because of bullying online from these stupid ass fucking trolls that need to fucking stop this fucking shit and stop messing with people that are dealing with mental illness. I mean, I deal with it on a daily basis, but I don't give two shits. I don't care how bad these people try to scare me and try to say bad shit about me and bring family into it. I mean, I don't really care, and I'm not a saint or anything. I say things back to them, and I bring their family into it. I mean, I'm not being a role model or anything when I should be, but it's just getting to the point where people go low and then you want to go lower and it doesn't really do anything. I know I might sound like a hypocrite. I don't give a shit. But I've been suffering with mental illness for a long time, and I've been on YouTube for almost 14 years. In August, I'll be 14 years. And I've had highs and lows and really, really, really bad lows, especially last year. But I got over that shit. I'm just doing me right now. I don't care what people say about me. I really don't. I don't care how many videos they do about me and shit, trying to expose me as a pedophile. They're still going on this crusade that's failing miserably. That shit's been going on since 2012. 11 fucking years. I think it's time to stop because there's no factual proof that I'm a pedophile. Even with the Britney stuff, anything that happened like 3 years ago, which is fake. From a fake fucking 13-year-old kid. You can say I have pedophile tendencies, but I'm not a pedophile at all. So, So your little crusade needs to end. Because you're not going to get me off YouTube for that shit. You're not going to get me off YouTube for any other shit, so you got to deal with me, whether you like it or not. If you don't like me, there's that X button on the top of your computer screen. Exit out the video, go watch some other schmuck. That's simple as that. Some people cannot learn how to do that. And when they get in trouble with the law, or they get in trouble any other way, they're going to look stupid. Like I said, I might sound like a hypocrite saying that, but I don't give a shit. I took my lumps last year, and I'm still here, regardless. But, like I said, I don't care what anybody says about me. I don't care. I just have a tendency to go back and forth with these people that I shouldn't even be going back and forth with because they have no fucking lives. I got better things to do. And it's just hard for me to try to move on from these assholes. It's hard. I'll admit, it's hard to get away from these assholes. Just very hard, but, eventually I will get to the point where I just gotta put my foot down. Just think of something else. Do something else. Just like this. This is my video. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But it is what it is. All right. Enough about that. Where are we? I don't know. Where are we? Okay. I gotta say, best ring announcers at the moment is Samantha Irvin. So good. Number 2, Sam Roberts. Justin Roberts from AEW. Seen a lot of people praising her. Yeah, Samantha Irvin is very good. Very good. And Alicia Taylor in NXT, she's another good ring announcer. Justin Roberts is damn good. Mike Rome, who does Raw. There are a lot of really right now. I say Samantha Irvin is probably one of the best female keyword female ring announcers in the business. I think the best ring announcer right now on the men's side, mainstream, I would say Justin Roberts, but indie-wise, I got a good friend of mine named Shane Fair, who's a member of the Prophecy, by the way. He is very good. And I have another friend named, I forgot his name, but he does WrestlePro and other indie promotions. There's 2 guys in my neck of the woods that are very good at ring announcing. They should get, God forbid one guy has done Impact ring announcing, so that's pretty good. But I want to throw my name in the hat. I want to do ring announcing someday, but I never got the chance to. From parts unknown, the skeleton. Rough cut, chiseled and jacked. See, I can do ring announcing. Just give me a shot, Tony. That's why I keep telling you people, please, for the love of God, DM Tony Khan. And tell him if he needs another ring announcer, I'm available. I'll fly down to Jacksonville. I'll do the dark tapings. Oh wait, there is no dark anymore. I'll do Collision. I'll do it. I don't know if I'll probably have to ride along with somebody because I don't, I'll ride along with Adam Cole, baby, and Britt Baker, baby. Or just sit in the back seat just like, Adam Cole, baby, Britt Baker, baby. No, we're talking about the old times, the old days. So, what are you doing here in Timbuktu? Well, I'm just getting a shot. From Panama City, Florida, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is Adam Cole! Say, I can do it. I know I can do it. And I will never give up on that dream of possibly doing it. I know I might be 46, and, I don't think there's going to be people in their 60s, doing ring announcing for like WWE or AEW or Impact or Ring of Honor. But, I'll do an indie show. I'll do it. So if anybody in the indie wrestling world here in the United States, you need a ring announcer, slide in my DMs. Not like that. I'll do it. I'll do a test run. It'll take a while for me to get to know the wrestlers and everything, But I'm a fast learner, so probably take me about maybe 1 or 2 shows, maybe 3 shows to get the gist of it, get it down to where, I mean, Issa's a ring announcer now. She's a GM. She's part of the show. Now she's ring announcing for PPW, GWC, whatever promotion in Puerto Rico. She's doing Anniversario in Puerto Rico, which is great for her. She's actually doing one next week. I think she's doing ring announcing next week. Never say never. You can see me at your local bingo hall. Welcome to IWF, the International Wrestling Fandom. Whoa, something like that. Right here in Tupelo, Mississippi. Yep. Scared them Cowboys that day. To a packed crowd of 5 people. But we digress. All right. But Samantha Irvin is great. I really like her. She's not on the level of Mike McGurk. If you don't know who Mike McGurk is, look up the 1980s. Her and Howard Finkel in WWF. Great shit. Great shit. Anyway. Sorry to hear that. I'm not sure who they were. Did they do wrestling on YouTube? That's sad stories. Adam. No, Adam used to do parodies, but he got involved in a lot of drama with different people, and gotten that thing. But he did some gaming here and there on his channel, which I think is still around. But he makes a lot of weird freaking channel names. He changes his channels all the time. Excuse me. But he talks about Mickey James religiously, like, I want to fuck Mickey James. I'm like, yeah, okay. You have to talk to Nick Aldis about that. But, he has some quirk. He comes in other people's chats, and, he has his quirks and tries to be funny, and sometimes it gets him in trouble a little bit. So, But hearing that he almost killed himself by taking a whole bunch of pills, I don't know what pills he took, but thankfully he threw them up and went to the hospital, got a mental evaluation. I don't know if he's out of the hospital, but I wish him well, and I hopefully he can get back on the right track and get some help, get some therapy, and get on the right pills and everything. It's just. Just watching that video by Otaku and talking about him, I'm like, wow. But like I said, and like Otaku said, if you need to talk to somebody, go talk to somebody. I mean, don't a lot of people get bullied on this website and they want to kill themselves, especially in social media and everything. It's not cool and everything. But yeah. So it's like that. It's like what David Lee Roth used to say. You gotta roll with the punches to get to what's real. Yeah, sometimes you gotta look at yourself in the mirror sometimes. Suicide's not the answer. Talk to somebody. I don't care if you're getting bullied up the wazoo in school or on social media. You either take some time off or go talk to a friend, go talk to a teacher, talk to a doctor, talk to somebody. Just don't go off the deep end and take a whole bunch of pills. Like, oh, is this gonna make them stop? Yeah, but it's gonna stop you. But it's all I gotta say about that. But hopefully Adam gets better, and anybody else who's dealing with this shit, I hope you get better too. Because it's not right that people have to go and do this fucking shit and bully people that have mental illnesses like depression and anxiety and autism, and just not right. Because the people who do that probably have a mental illness themselves. So now you know what it feels like on the other side of the foot. Because when you get bullied, you're like, playing the victim, you know? I've been on both sides, so I know how it is, so. But if you can't dish it, then don't say shit. But like I said, I might be being a hypocrite saying some stuff that I'm saying right now. I don't give a shit. I'm just being real. And that's all I always want to be here on YouTube is real. And if you people don't think I'm real, then I don't give a shit. Because you're fake. Just remember that. And we move on. I meant the two people who, yeah, Cody Brainerd was a shock. I think it's almost been 3 years ago now, when he passed away. I forget who told me. I think it was Scott Casey Gale told me that he passed away, and it was kind of a shock because I used to talk to Cody. I didn't know about him. I knew about him, but I never talked to him. And then I became friends with him for other reasons. But I used to go to him for my problems and online and off. And, he was a really good kid and everything. But, sadly, he passed away from brain cancer about 3 years ago. That was that. And, Charlie Wolfcale, he was a character, man. He had a very high-pitched voice back in the day. Then I think, which some people say that was his real voice, but then he started talking normally. But he would always drink vodka and everything. And he was a character. He was like probably one of the best shooters back in the day. And then I found out. I don't even know. I found out on YouTube that he passed away. I'm like, what? How did he? And people would think it was from COVID back then, but I think the real story was he died from a heart attack. I don't know if it was COVID related though, but that was a shock. But and back in the day, me and Charlie Wolfcare were friends, then we were enemies, then we became friends again, then became enemies again, then I really had nothing to do with him after that point. But he was a character. That guy's was probably one, like I said, one of the best shooters in the former YWC. But sadly he has passed away. I think it's been almost 2 years since he passed away. But hopefully we don't get another one of those coming up. I hope we don't get another person from the YWC passing away so tragically. Oh, we had another one. It was Elder Sifu. He was a friend of some other people. I didn't know him that well, but he's another one. So we lost 3 people in the YWC. I don't know how Elder died, but I know how Charlie Wolfcale and Cody Brainerd died. But sad to see those 3 people go. Cody Brainerd died in his 20s. Charlie Wolfcale, I think, was around 30 or close to my age. And I think Elder was, I don't know how old he was, but he was a friend of Mr. Money AD, if you know who that is. Some of you might know him, some of you might not. But I didn't know him personally, but I've heard of him. I've seen some videos of him, and that's pretty much it. But it is what it is. But yeah, man, just hearing about Adam, really, kind of brings up my point that these fucking trolls on YouTube and on social media are real fucking assholes. Like I said, I might be an asshole to some people, but I'm an honest asshole. I bring the truth. If you don't like what I say, don't watch me. Simple as that. But if you think that your bullying is gonna make me shut up, I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do on my respective channels. I will say whatever I want to say because I have a voice and I will use it. Like you have your own voice and you will use it too for your respective dead channels, but I don't care if I'm the least respected person in this fucking community, but at least I'm known. At least I have real subs. I don't care how many views I get. I don't care how many comments I get on my videos. I don't really give two shits. If I get 2,000 views on a video, great. I did a good job. If I get 20 views on a video in a week, don't care. These 20 people watched it. It wasn't me. Like I said, I do not care that much about YouTube. YouTube is only a hobby for me. It's not my life 24/7. Not. I got other things to worry about. My job, paying my bills, which I pay on time, being with Rosa and being with my family. My parents ain't getting any younger. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have with them. And then when they go, it's gonna hurt me a lot. Especially when my mom dies, it's gonna hurt me a lot. But I'm not gonna go kill myself or anything. But I would want to because I want to be there with my mom because she's my best friend and everything. And no, I'm not a mama's boy or anything like that. But I just have a great connection with my mom than my dad. Just saying. But so if you want to know the real Peter, here it is. But like I said, people don't like the real truth from me. They don't like my accomplishments that I've been in music videos, that I met wrestlers and everything. I've been on BTE. I've been on No DQ, not once but twice on videos back in the day. I don't care if I don't get respected in this community. I don't care. I'm not even part of the community. I'm just some schmuck from New York. Just talk about wrestling and whatever I feel like talking about. And if you don't like me, too fucking bad. Because you're not going to make me shut up. I have an opinion and I will use it. I have a voice and I will use it. And if you can't handle that, you need to find another line of work. And another dick to suck. Because you ain't sucking mine for the next 14 years, I'll tell you that much. Hop off, go find something else. Go do something on your dead channels. Or focus on your life. Don't focus on my life. I don't care about what you do in your daily basis in your daddy's apartment. Or your mama's basement. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you have 145,000 subscribers. I don't give a shit. I don't care about you people. I care about me. Me. Like Emma. It's all about me. I care about number one, and that's me. I do care for my subs, and I care for the people that I met on this website. Some good people, like Real Rally Sport Rally. Like Joe Cronin and Issa. I care about them. They may not care about me. I don't care. But I have respect for them. That's it. All right. Now, finally, After an hour and a half, we are finally going to get to this fucking review, and we are going to bed. And like I said, if you did not like my hour and a half long rant about other things, then don't watch my video. Go fuck yourself and suck my big, juicy Italian cock. Because you know your mom and your girlfriend love it. That's it. Alright, let's get into Backlash 2023 from the arena, the Coliseo in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Alright, now let's talk about some wrestling. So if you want to talk about wrestling, let's put some comments in the chat. Throw up your ones as well. Acknowledge me and acknowledge the prophecy. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. Okay, Real Wrestler says, just to let you know, you are part of a community is called the IWC because you say what you think about wrestling on your cool channel. Keep up the good work, bro. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But like I said, I am not, I might be talking about wrestling, but I am not part of this garbage-filled community full of assholes, egomaniacs, and douchebags. Like certain people I know. Shitty! Sorry. Excuse me! Sorry. But, you know, there are some real egomaniacs on this website. They know who they are. I might be an egomaniac, but I'm an honest egomaniac. And I might not get respect, but I will earn your respect eventually. Because I know a lot about wrestling, I have good insight, I have some good opinions. They may not be good to you, but it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. Move on. But thank you there, Will Iceberg Rally. You're a trooper, my friend. You're a good friend indeed. Anyway, Impmon's loyal servant is here. Oh boy. He says, your mom will be fine, Peter. Everything will be okay. All our moms will live forever. Fame, I want to live forever. Okay. Yeah. She'll be fine. You know. Even when she passes, she'll still be in my heart. I'm gonna start to cry now. I gotta stop. I'm gonna get emotional. I'm gonna take a drink right now, so I'll be right back. Alright. But everything will be fine. I know. Thank you. Alright. Now let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Alright, so let's get the Backlash. Alright, so we had Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave on commentary from the Coliseo de Puerto Rico in San Juan, Puerto Rico. There we go. Alright, so we start the show off with the drone again, where we saw on SmackDown. And we see it outside the arena, and it goes right inside the arena. Almost, it almost didn't look good. If you notice how the drone came in and it went up really quick and almost hit something and almost was spiraled out of control. Somebody was probably on the but that was kind of cool to see that. And then we go inside the arena. It was packed tonight. Fans were electric. This is probably one of the greatest international crowds in wrestling right now. In wrestling history. Better than London. Sorry, Will, I gotta be real. Better than London. Better than Wales. Not better than Japan. Because Japan is number one. You know, remember, number one forever. But way better than Chicago. Way better than Philadelphia, that shithole. Way better than that shithole in Boston. Better than LA. But not as great as New York. If you want an American crowd, that's great, go to New York. Trust me, New York don't give a fuck. At Madison Square Garden, whether it be in the Barclays Center, the New York crowds are amazing. They are epic. Don't talk to me about fucking New Jersey, because New Jersey fucking sucks dick. You know why. The Prudential Center looks like a mausoleum. It sucks. The Prudential Center looks like shit. MetLife Stadium is even though the Jets play there, and the Giants, it's mostly a New York crowd than a New Jersey crowd for WrestleMania. But New York crowds are the best. And everybody else sucks New York dick. That's true, it's a fact. I'm not just saying it because I'm a New Yorker. But I digress. Rouse says the fans were amazing. Don't forget about UK fans were amazing too. Yeah, the London crowds are pretty good. I'm not saying they're the best, but they're pretty good. They get into it. Money in the Bank is probably going to be good for London, and then All Out is going to be woo. I can't wait for 90-something thousand screaming AEW fans singing, singing Judas. We're chanting, Adam Cole, baby! That's going to be epic come August. So, London, get ready for Money in the Bank and get ready for All In. But really, get ready for All In. So, you will see at AEW All In. Wish I was going to see my favorite AEW wrestler, Saraya Knight. Well, Paige. Well, Rosa likes Paige, too. I would love to go all in, but, one, don't have the money. Two, where the hell will we stay? That's a lot of money. I need money, which I don't have because that's a lot of money, and I don't have a legal passport at this time. So I haven't been overseas in a very long time. So I have to get a passport, I gotta get money for food and drink and festivities and stuff. It'll cost me 3 arms and 3 legs to go over to UK for Clash of the Castle or for All In. I mean, if you're down, I'm down if somebody gets me a ticket, but pay my expenses, then I go, but I kid. I'm not gonna go. I may try to go to Grand Slam this year. I'm gonna try. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. But that's gonna be in late August or maybe September. Probably September. But I don't even know when Grand Slam will be this year. But we move on. Alright, so we started with the drone. And then we got the drone, like I said. I'm going ahead of my notes. So we got that. That was probably pretty cool. We're live in the arena in Puerto Rico, and we start off with the Raw Women's Championship match between Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. It's Bianca Belair. She faces the beautiful, the vivacious, my third wife, Io Sky, who comes out alone. No Dakota, by the way, birthday girl. Her birthday was, as of this video, yesterday. So, once again, happy birthday to Dakota Kai. 35 years old. Damn, she's 35. Dakota Kai is 35. I thought she was like 27 at least. I think Io is in her 30s too, actually. Bailey is like, in her 30s, I know that. But Io, I think, is around the 30-year-old, in their 30s, I think. But she looks amazing still. Ugh. The genius of the sky and the genius in the bedroom. Ha Gotta love it. Anyway, so it starts off with a feeling out process. Not like that. Bianca gets head scissors before drop kicking Io down. To get back up, Io snaps the arm across the top rope, and she was really working on the arm for most of the match. Get a top rope double stomp. and then works in an armbar, sending Bianca crawling into the corner, crying like a bitch. Or as Io would say, bitch! Bianca avoids a charge, but Bianca tries for a glam slam, or jaded, but gets counted into a double stomp to the titties by Io. Then the head scissors is counted into a backbreaker circa 1921 by Bianca, who bangs on her arm even more. Then we get a delayed suplex, drops Io. Bianca pounds away at her in the corner with her good arm. She picks up Io in a one-arm gorilla press, but you notice she was like, and she just like dropped Io right on her face. I thought she was gonna flip and maybe fall on her back, but she fell right on her face. I was like, oh God. She could have broke her nose. Or worse. Woo. That was a nasty landing by Io. I cringed at that spot. Oof. Anyway, Bianca's handspring moonsault gets a near fall. Io avoids a charge in the corner. And then she goes back to work on the arm. And she hits the springboard missile dropkick, sending Bianca to the outside. Bianca shoves her off the top rope, but the 450 hits the knees. Io grabs a crossface, but Bianca powers up to her feet, muscles Io up, and goes for a powerbomb and gets counted into an X Factor for a 2.999999995. Bianca tries for another glam slam, but has to count another double stomp. Goes for the KOD, gets reversed, and Io sends her to the outside, sets up another kick to the arm, then a beautiful top rope moonsault to the floor, knocking Bianca down. Io drives Bianca's shoulders into the ribs, back inside the ring. And then Bianca knocks Io off the ropes to the apron, but Io comes right back. Goes for a super Conrada, not once, but twice. It gets counted both times into a super sit-out powerbomb for 2.9999995. And then Bayley and Dakota come out. Dakota's, if you noticed during when they came out, Dakota's like, no, leave her alone, let her win the match by herself. But Bayley, being too hard-headed, forgot. So they come out to distract Bianca. Dakota gets knocked off the apron, but Io reverses the KOD again into a roll-up for another 2.9999. And then Bayley interferes, which lets Io send Bianca into the ropes. Dakota Kai gets a kick to face. And then Bayley holds Bianca's hair as Io was setting up for the over-the-moonsault to possibly win the match. But the referee saw it and had to cut that off, and then Io came off the top rope and missed the moonsault, which allows Bianca to pick her up, hit the KOD, 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair is now your longest reigning women's champion in history the modern era, I should say. She has hit day number 399 as of now. 399 days as champ. And now she will be taking her Raw belt and exchanging it for Rhea Ripley's SmackDown belt, which now is the Raw belt. So we'll probably see that title swap on Raw on Monday night. But still, this match was pretty good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. So, looks like, and Io got a massive pop from the crowd. Massive babyface pop. Because they didn't give 2 fucks about Bianca. Loved it. So, get ready. Io's going to be a face pretty soon because they're still planting the seeds for Io to go out on her own and start her feud with Bayley. I don't know when it's going to happen. Probably be after Night of Champions, I would think. Going into maybe I think it might be before Money in the Bank because Io is slated to win the women's Money in the Bank match. But we'll see. And that's pretty much it. Speaking of Dakota Kai looks about 18. Io Sky is 35, I think. Yeah, I think I said, I think she's in her 30s. Looks great. Some people in the IWC thought Io new champ tonight. I picked Bianca. Did you? Yeah, I did my predictions on TSL 64. The link will be down below in the gobbledygook. So you can watch that and then rewatch this great video. But we digress and we move on. But yeah, Io's in her, I think around 30, 35, maybe a little bit older than that. Dakota Kai just turned 35 yesterday. Bailey is in her 30s as well. So, not too many spring chickens here in the women's division. I think the only young one is Aaliyah. I think Aaliyah's in her 20s. Liv Morgan, I think, is in her late 20s. Raquel is like 50. No, she's like 30-something. Let me see. I'm talking about the Indy Hartwell, I think, is in her 30s or late 20s or early 30s. Candice is in her 30s. That's definite. I'm trying to think on the main roster who's the youngest one. Like I said, I think the youngest one is Aaliyah, where we haven't seen in ages. I think that's it. NXT, they got a lot of people that are in their 20s. You know, Roxy's, I think, 23, 24 years old. Tiffany Stratton, I think, is in her early... I don't know if she's early 20s or maybe close to 30. One hot piece of ice. Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! What is it, Sunshine? That guy named Peter Joseph said that I'm hot. Well, you are hot, Sunshine. You should go out with him. Can I have your credit card? Thank you, Daddy. Bye. Yeah, Tiffany Stratton, the soon-to-be new NXT Women's Champion at Battleground. You heard it here first. But we move on with that. And let's move on. All right, then we go to the locker room. We have Rey Mysterio, booyaka, booyaka, giving Bad Bunny a pep talk. And then Savio Vega, of all people, who got a massive reaction in his home country. He comes in and gives Bad Bunny a kendo stick with the Puerto Rican flag on it. That was kind of cool. So we had Savio Vega there, so it kind of reminded me of Lost Per Week was. I thought that was pretty cool. And that's it. Let me move on with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get a look at the post-draft rosters that go into effect on Monday and then on Friday. We got that. And then we get a recap of Seth Rollins and Omos, which really should have not been on this fucking card. And that's pretty much it. But we got this goddamn match coming up next. So we got a match number 2. Omos, the big black diesel himself, against Seth freaking Rollins. So Seth comes out. The fans are chanting, "No!" So Seth's doing the conducting, and it almost like, "Fuck that shit!" And attacks Rollins before the bell. But the referee's checking on Rollins, like, "You okay to go?" And Rollins like, "Ring the bell!" So Rollins is ready to go, gets knocked down as the match officially starts. Then he gets sent chest first into the corner. Ow. And Omos starts mocking the crowd doing this. Look at me. Then they fight on the outside. Rollins manages to slip away and sends Omos into the ring post. Ow. He hits a suicide dive, goes for a second one. It's cut off. Omos then chokeslams him on the apron. Ow. And then he go back in. Omos hits Snake Eyes into a big boot, circa Undertaker. Drops Rollins again. Omos tries to do this again, and the fans are even booing him again. But Rollins goes back, manages a super kick, goes to the pedigree, and it gets easily blocked by the big black diesel himself. And then something like a bulldog onto the ring post. Ow. Rocks Omos. Then a tornado DDT puts him down. And then Rollins goes up top, hits the Eddie Galero, the frog splash. Why is he doing it like me? Peter Joseph. I don't know, Eddie. Anyway, hits that, gets a 1 count, as like almost no-sold that. And Rollins goes flying after the kick out. He tries for the stomp, but almost blocks it with his neck with straight power. Then he hits a choke slam for a near fall, and almost looks stunned. Like, oh, the choke slam didn't work. Rollins flips up into a sleeper, 1905. Slows almost down, but he shrugs that off. And then MVP tries to throw in the cane, but Seth Rollins got it and hit almost with it. And then Rollins hits the stomp, and then he super kicks MVP off the apron. Then he hits a second stomp, goes for the cover, looks like he's about to win, but almost kicked out at 2. And Rollins he goes, oh shit! What am I gonna do, Eddie? What am I gonna do? One more time. He goes up top, hits a super curb stomp, which looked great. Finishes off the big black diesel in 10.5 minutes. So your winner, Seth freaking Rollins. Match was decent. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Then we move on. Alright, we gotta look back at Damian Priest and Bad Bunny getting into a fight at the press conference on Friday. So we get that. Alright, match number 3, triple threat match for the United States title. Bronson Reed taking on Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. Pretty good match. Lashley slugs away at both of them to start, sends Theory into Bronson. Clothesline of Bronson makes him DDT Theory, who has to save Bronson from the Hurt Lock. Lashley gets back up with the one-arm delayed vertical suplex on Theory, who kind of smart enough to take Lashley's leg out. And then Bronson adds a big splash to the back of Lashley, and the basement rolling body block puts him back down. Kind of a back and forth match. Then Theory and Bronson Reed kind of work together on Bobby, but Bronson runs Theory over. Lashley fights up, runs both of them over, setting up for the spear to Theory, goes to the pin. Bronson Reed breaks it up, and he hits a super kick on Lashley on the floor. And then Reed Vader bombs down onto Lashley on the outside, and it looked nasty. It looked like almost Corey Graves is going nuts. Like, he could have broke his shoulder or separated his shoulder, and it looked like he almost did. I'm like, damn. Anyway, we go back in. Theory breaks up the tsunami. Lashley grabs the Hurt Lock on Theory. It looked like Theory was about to pass out, but he climbs the ropes. It gets out of the hold, which allowed Bronson to hit the tsunami on Lashley, and Theory had to make the save just in time. He hits a rolling blockbuster on Bronson, goes for 8 count down, it's counted to a power slam, and then Reed goes on top, goes for a moonsault, almost like Bam Bam Bigelow. He missed it, gets speared down by Lashley. It looked like Lashley was about to win the title, but Theory comes out of nowhere, sends Lashley to the outside, and he steals the pin. 1, 2, 3. So your winner, still your United States champion, is Austin Theory in a match that lasted under 7 minutes. And the match was pretty decent. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that is all I have to say about that. All right, match number 4 for the SmackDown Women's title. Mommy Rhea Ripley, who had nice tights on, she had Dom Dom on the back, and she put up the picture on Twitter, and then Dominic, I think he commented or he retweeted with a little smirking smiley face, and then Buddy Murphy freaking commented after that. It says your name might be on her tights, but I get to touch her sweet ass. Oh, man. Rhea Ripley, you got some problems. So anyway, this match was pretty good. You know, Zelina Vega, like we talked about earlier, with the Puerto Rican flag gear, tears in her eyes during the big match intro. Her family is there. They're all behind her. The crowd was really into her. So she starts off fast, sending Rhea to the outside. And then Rhea goes back inside. Zelina grabs a the chancla and throws it at freaking Rhea. I was like, ah, shit! I marked out for that. Like, she threw the chancla! Oh, you gotta love it. Anyway, to get back in, Rhea powerbombs Zelina down, cut everything off. The fans start booing. Then a whip in the corner lets Rhea hit the Eddie Guerrero dance. Little Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. Fans don't like that. Rhea grabs a backbreaker into an over-the-shoulder backbreaker. But Zelina sends Rhea shoulder first into the ring post. Ow. Then some running clotheslines, rock the champ. Rhea tries to go for a riptide. It gets countered into a tornado DDT. Like a spiked DDT, I should say. And the fans are going nuts. She sets up for the 619. She hits the 619, goes up top, hits Meteora, and she's doing the little Latina Eddie Guerrero dance, like a little Mercedes Moné doing that, because Mercedes' mentor was Eddie Guerrero. He looks up to Eddie Guerrero and everything. So she gets that for a near fall. Rhea comes right back with a kick to the face, big pump kick to the face, and that was it for Zelina as Rhea picked her up, hit Riptide, 1, 2, 3, still your SmackDown, now Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley match lasted 7 minutes, 14 seconds. So, you knew it was going to happen. So Rhea Ripley gets the win. Match gave 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was pretty good. And then after the match, Rhea Ripley does the smart thing and let Zelina Vega get her accolades from the crowd. Lasted about 2-3 minutes, but really, very emotional moment after the match for Zelina Vega, crying. The crowd's, chanting, like La Reina and Monica and everything. Very, very emotional moment. Very good moment at the end. I'm glad that Hunter and WWE did let her get her moment in the sun, even though she lost. So that was pretty nice. I like that. Let me move on. All right, then we're going to recap, again, of the Bad Bunny Damian Priest feud. Bunny saved Rey Mysterio from Dominic's cheating at WrestleMania. We all know that. We don't have to get into that. All right, match number 5, match of the freaking night. Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny in a San Juan street fight, which means anything goes. Weapons are illegal. So Priest comes out first, and then Bad Bunny comes out to one of his hit songs. And he comes out, and then he pulls up a tarp, and we see a cart full of weapons. And then he's he's trying to emulate New Jack. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Jerome! You summoning me, motherfucker? Yeah, did you see what Bad Bunny did at the pay-per-view? Oh yeah, the motherfucker! He tried to emulate me, motherfucker! I'm gonna grab my side and scalp that. Don't you say that word. Don't. It's late. Don't say it. Motherfucker. Go back to smoking some crack. Get out of here, motherfucker. So anyway, I thought it was kind of weird. But anyway. So anyway, I'm going to paraphrase for some of this match. This was a long match. Bunny hits a Michinoku driver for a near fall early on. And then he grabs the kendo sticks. They start, going to town on each other. Priest hits South of Heaven. And looked like he could have beat Bad Bunny right then and there. But he pulled him up at 2 and wanted to do more damage. Then he brings in an axe handle. A single axe handle, which is worse than an axe. Priest throws up the springboard dive, which gets cut off by a chair being thrown into his face. And then Buddy hits a big dive, drops on a bunch of trash can lid shots, some to the face. And then And then Bad Bunny does the flare flop. That was kind of funny. Go back in, and Bunny hits another Mission Grid Driver for a near fall. Then goes back outside, gets some more weapons. Priest gets the better of it, smashes the Puerto Rican flag stick across Bunny's back. They head into the crowd, go over to the tech area. They go up top on the top of one of the production things and everything, and Priest hits a Falcon Arrow through the looked like a crash pad. So he hit that. That was kind of sick. And then we see like Davari and Adam Pearce trying to check on Bunny, see if he's still alive. And Bunny's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do one Jimmy, get out of here." Brings him over to the ring. And Priest misses a kick into the ring post. Ow! And barely can stand, and this came back to haunt him. So Bunny started blasting with the kendo stick. Then he hit something like a stunner to the leg, like a hyperextended, like he took the leg, went boom, like oh! And freaking Damien was screaming in pain. He's like, I don't know, I think I broke my leg. I was like, shit. And then Bad Bunny just worked on that leg, sending it into the ring post a bunch of times. Chair shot to the leg. And then Damon's trying to back off, and then eventually goaded Bunny in and gain back the momentum. But he was like basically standing on one fucking foot, hobbling around. And then the Judgment Day come out, Dom and Fiend Balor, they come out to go after Bad Bunny. And then Rey Mysterio comes out to make the save, but the numbers game catches up to him, and they beat him down. And then Carlito, Caribbean Cool, that is cool. He comes out to a massive pop. He gets in the ring and didn't look like he missed a step since 2021 at the Royal Rumble, and hits a backstabber on I think it was Dom. No, was it? There was either, I think it was on Dom, and then he hits the apple, and then he grabs it, and then he spits it in Dom's face because he's not cool. Because Carlito spits in the face of people that don't want to be cool. Anyway, Judgment Day get back up. They're about to leave the ring, but then Savio Vega comes out with the rest of the LWO: Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wild, and Raul Mendoza. They beat the crap out of Finn and Dom on the aisleway. Savio Vega with the chops, like the Hassan chop, and then the spin kicks. Looked like he didn't lose a beat. The fans are going completely berserk, and then they chase Dom and Finn to the back, and then while in the ring we still have a match going on. Priest's leg gives out on a kick to the head, which allowed Bunny to grab a figure 4 leg lock, and somehow Priest got out of it, and then he hits he hits sliced bread, and Bunny almost landed on his fucking head. Ooh, that could have been really tragic. Would have been really bad. Ugh. But anyway, but give Bunny credit. He took a beating in this match and still came out the winner as he gets up and hits a Puerto Rican destroyer. 1, 2, 3. 25 minutes later, this match ends, and it was great. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Bad Bunny gets the win, and then Carlito, Savio Vega, the LWO, they all cheer for him. The fans are going nuts. They're chanting a whole bunch of things in Spanish that I didn't understand. So this was a very good match, and like I said, match of the night. A lot of people now saying that they want Logan Paul and Bad Bunny at WrestleMania 40 because they're both from Puerto Rico. Well, Logan Paul now I think lives in Puerto Rico. I don't know why he lives there now. I guess because he wants to get more followers than Bad Bunny. So they could do something like a social media showdown at WrestleMania 40. If it does happen, I hope Bad Bunny fucks that pretty boy up. Fuck Logan Paul. And then people saying, "Oh, Mike Tyson should be the the special guest referee." Yeah, knock out Logan Paul for all we care. Knock him out so Benito can get the win. Cheaply, but yeah. But we'll see. Maybe it does happen. Maybe it doesn't. And that's it. All right, so we move on with that. All right. Then we get a recap of the Bloodline versus Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens storyline. Get that. Match number 6 happens. Kevin Owens, Sami, and Riddle versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, without My Name is Paul Heyman. So Heyman wasn't there because he was probably hanging out with Roman at a steakhouse or something like that. Pretty back and forth match. They went. Solo is kind of the star of this match. We're getting to the end, and Sami comes back in with a Blue Thunder Bomb from near falls. They were fighting on the outside, but he has to fight out both the Usos, who hit like 6,000 more double super kicks. Oh, the Bucks are going to be mad about that. Knocking Sami out of the air. Jay has to starts yelling at Sami. He's like, "Look what you did to my family! This is your fault!" And he goes for the Uso splash, but Solo tags himself in, and Jay's like, "What the fuck?" And then Solo tries for the Umaga splash, but then Jay comes back in and says, "No, I got him. Solo's like, "Okay, you got him." And then out of nowhere, Sami bolts out of the corner with a hell of a kick, knocking Solo to the floor. Then he hits Jay with it, and then Solo had to come back in just in the nick of time to save the match. And then Riddle comes back with the final flash knee. Solo takes him down, then hits a spike to Kevin Owens. And he's about to, I think he's about to spike Riddle again. And Riddle ducked, and Solo almost hit Jay. No, he was about to hit Sami. He was about to hit Riddle, and Sami was about to come back in. And Jay's like, "You're about to hit me? You're going to hit me? You're going to do this? You're going to hit me?" But Solo stopped as Sami comes back in. And then Jimmy comes off the top rope with the Superfly Splash where he hits Ray's knees. Jay hits that, I'm sorry. And Sami gets a near fall out of that. And then Riddle comes in to clean house. But Solo tags himself in on a blind tag. As Riddle hits Bro Derek. I think it was Bro Derek. And then Solo came in on a blind tag. Riddle did not see it. And then Solo comes in and spikes Riddle right in the throat. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Bloodline get the win, even though I did not pick them to win. I should have went with my gut. I should have picked the Bloodline. Now I have to answer to the Tribal Chief. I'm sorry, Roman. Move on from there. So the Bloodline get the win, but there's still some cracks in the family, and I guess they're going to be addressed on Friday Night SmackDown by Roman. Oh boy. He's not going to be pleased. And that's pretty much it for that. So match time was 22 minutes and 3 seconds, so about a 22-minute match. Match was decent. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. But, I thought that they were going to give the match to Riddle, Kevin, and Sami, but, good that they gave the win to the Bloodline thanks to Solo, because he's red hot right now. So you don't want to lose that momentum for Solo right now. And we'll see what happens with that on SmackDown this Friday night. All right, then more talk about the World Title Tournament beginning on Monday and Friday. Like I said, coming up this morning, as of this video, it's 3:30 in the morning. So, as of this coming morning, we're gonna have the participants on Raw and SmackDown for the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, which will conclude at Night of Champions on May the 27th from Saudi Arabia. So we'll see who is in it tomorrow, and I will not be doing a video about that because I don't care. So after this video, I will not be live until I will not do a video until Monday. So we'll talk again on Monday. All right, so now we go to your main event, which should not have been the main event. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. I thought this was going to be a quickie match. How long did this match go? Oh, almost went 10 minutes. I thought it was going to go at least 7, 8 minutes tops. But Cody dies on the Brock right at the bell, right, well, before the bell. And then some steps and chair shots have Brock in trouble. They head inside for the official start of the match. And then Lesnar started whipping the living shit out of Cody. German suplexes, regular suplexes. I said he was going to hit 20 suplexes, but didn't get that far. And then Lesnar is fired up. He rips off the turnbuckle pad, which comes into play at the end of this match. Lesnar grabs a bear hug to stay on the bad ribs of Cody. Cody manages to send him into the exposed steel turnbuckle head first. I don't know how Brock busted himself open hard way. But Cody hits the Cody cutter to the disaster kick, setting up a knee to face. Then Cody hits another Cody cutter. And then, not one, but 2 crossroads, goes for the cover, and Brock kicked out at 2. Cody tries for a third crossroads, but that gets reversed into an F5 by Brock. It looked like, I was like, Brock was going to win it. My prediction was going to come true, but did not, as Cody kicked out at 2. And then Brock locks in the Kimura lock, but somehow Cody stacked him up. 1, 2, 3, he got the surprising win. Really shitty ending. Because Brock had the hold and his shoulders were down and Cody just kind of moved forward. 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty much it for that. So Cody Rhodes is your winner. He gets the keys to the kingdom. Remember, we called Brock the gatekeeper. Now he's in the gate. He's got the gate. He's opened the gate. Now we'll see what happens with him on Monday Night Raw if he gets into the world title tournament. I don't know if he will. If he does, I think Brock will cost him, and then we'll see a match at Night of Champions. The second match, Brock will win that, and then they'll have a third match, probably at SummerSlam, or maybe Money in the Bank, or maybe probably at SummerSlam, because Brock's ain't gonna do Money in the Bank. So at SummerSlam, we'll have the third and final match between Cody and Brock. Cody will go over. Might be for the title. I don't know if it'll be for the title, but we'll see what happens with that. But I do see Brock getting his revenge probably on Monday night in Jacksonville and costing Cody maybe a chance to be the World Heavyweight Champion. And then, like I said, we'll get that second match at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Brock will get his win back. And then at SummerSlam, Cody will eventually win this feud and then go on to face whoever the champion might be. It could be Seth Rollins. Could be Solo. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. And it'll be that too. But we move on with that. So, match itself, I did not really like that much. But I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. After the match, Cody immediately leaves because he didn't want to get his ass handed to him. Brock's not happy. He almost goes after the ref as we go off the air. So, Brock is not a happy camper. And he will probably be at Raw this Monday night to cost Cody. He's going to kick Cody's fucking ass. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So overall, I thought it was a pretty solid pay-per-view from WWE. They hit a home run with the Puerto Rican crowd. Like I said, Issa had a ball. I can't wait to what she says on Monday for her Raw review. If she does a vlog tomorrow, or she'll put up a vlog on Monday, or whatever she's going to do. But she had a ball. There was no post-conference thing. And maybe there was, but Peacock didn't show it. YouTube didn't show it, which is stupid. So I don't know if she did anything after the pay-per-view ended. I don't know, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But she had a ball, great that Triple H, said, stay tuned for Puerto Rico, and made Issa very happy, and then made her dreams come true with Backlash in her home country. She was there. She had a great time. She was crying. She had a great time. I am so proud of her, and happy for the Puerto Rican people. They really showed WWE what an international crowd is like. I hope they do it again. maybe later this year, maybe next year. They're not going to do WrestleMania, probably till WrestleMania. Maybe WrestleMania 42 could be in Puerto Rico because they don't have a place for that. Even 41, but 41 might go to Minneapolis. But I would put San Juan in that category for WrestleMania. That would be nice to see WrestleMania in San Juan, Puerto Rico, on in April of possibly 2025 or 26. Was 2027, WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. Yep. At the new Titan Stadium. I did a video about that the other day, so check that out. So all in all, I gave Backlash 2023 7.25 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the pay-per-view down below in the comments section. Don't forget to smash that like button to death. Continue to smash that subscribe button to death. Hopefully we'll get to 450 subscribers on this channel and my rant channel as well. So I don't care if it's fake accounts from idiots that have no life, but at least I get the 450 anyway. Whether it be real subs or fake accounts, still get 450. It's a sub and it's a view. Thank you. So that's pretty much it. So once again, 7.25 out of 10 stars for Backlash. It was very good. Now we're on the road to Night of Champions. 3 weeks from, well, as of this video, 3 weeks from yesterday. So 20 days away from Night of Champions, Memorial Day weekend from Saudi Arabia. And we'll see who's going to be in the tournament on Monday and Friday, who could possibly win it. And everything else on the fallout from Backlash on Monday Night Raw and on SmackDown this Friday night. Roman is going to be on the show, so you know he's going to do something with the Usos and Solo. So that's going to be big news on Friday night. And that's pretty much it for that. All right, so we got a couple more late comments coming in. Muhammad says, happy late on a late Saturday night. His usual shtick. I hope you are doing well, and same with everyone here. So sorry that I am late. I hope you're okay. I'm doing okay. I'm going to bed right now because I'm dead tired. It's 3:39 in the morning. And if you don't like me doing late night videos, then don't watch it, asshole. But you will because you love me. And you stay up with me jerking off. Just remember, when I'm done, you should be done. Don't forget to clean up. Clean your shorts. Clean your bed. And clean your computer screen, because it probably came all over your computer screen, or your laptop, or your phone. Make sure you clean up after yourselves after you jerk off to me. But if you're a lady and you're watching, and you don't have to, you're welcome. By the way, that's at least I made your night memorable. That's all I gotta say about that. We move on with that. So get that. So it's okay if you came in late there, Muhammad. Just at the end of the video, go back about 2 hours to when I started, and you can watch the full video on your own time. That's pretty much it. So watch the replay. Final comment from Muhammad. Backlash early tonight could have more surprises other than Carlito, but oh well. You missed Savio Vega. So the only surprise were Carlito and Savio Vega, and that's basically it. But still, pretty solid pay-per-view. The crowd was great. Loved the energy. Hope they have another event, maybe a Raw coming up to San Juan, maybe at the end of the year. We'll see. As far as another pay-per-view, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with the WWE in later this year and going into 2024. That's it. But all in all, 7.25 out of 10 stars for the show. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to bed now. Thank you, Muhammad, for coming in. And Real Guys for Rally. Ipman's loyal servant also was in here. So thank you guys for the comments and everything else. Anybody else who watched, thank you for the free views, assholes. And pretty much it for that. And yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to take the day off tomorrow. So I got Sunday, because you know what Sunday means, be family dinner night. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Then I will be back Monday Monday, well, it depends on what happens during the day on Monday. But if not, I will be back Monday night on my main channel, Killer Demon 669, with your Monday Night Raw review. Late night Monday. And we'll talk about Raw. We'll get you ready for NXT and Dynamite this week, and Ring of Honor TV this week as well. And we'll talk more about SmackDown this Friday night with Roman coming back. So we'll have a nice, good week of wrestling talk. See what else happens during the week. And pretty much it for that. As far as New York sports go, Mets stunk up the joint today, lost 5-2. They are doing horrible right now. They lost 10 of the last 13 games. Horrible. Pitching is horrible. The bullpen stinks. The bats can't fucking wake up. They're in a tailspin right now. And something needs to happen. I don't know what it's going to be. I hope they bring up Vientos and Mauricio, because they're raking down in the minor leagues. But we'll see what happens with that. Yankees came back to win today, 3-2. Big fucking whoop. Got that. In basketball, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Knicks got destroyed by the Heat in Miami by like 55 points. I don't remember what the last... It was like they won by 20-something. So Game 3 goes to Miami. They take a 2-1 series lead. Game 4, Monday night in Miami. So see what happens with that. For you Celtics fans, Game 4 of that series in Philadelphia tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. So Celtics lead 2-1. So they got the home court advantage back for Game 5. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I still think that's going 6 games. I don't think it's going to go 7, but I think it's going to go 6. But we'll see what happens with that. I think the Knicks are going to be done if they don't win. If they don't win on Monday night, it's a wrap. They're done. I think they're done. I don't know if they're going to. They may win Game 5 at the Garden on Wednesday night, and then probably Friday night, Game 6. I think that could go either way. Game 6 and 7 could go either way, but I think Miami right now has the advantage, and I hope they beat the Knicks, because I don't like the Knicks at all. But we could possibly see Miami versus the Celtics, or if Philly comes back and wins that series, we'll see. And on the West Coast, the Nuggets are really giving a problem to the Phoenix Suns. They were up 2-1. I think game 4 is tomorrow. Lakers and the Golden State Warriors was tonight. I don't know what happened in that game, but I think that was game 2 of that series, or game 3. No, game 3 of that series, as it was tied up at 1. I think they were playing in Los Angeles. So we'll see what happens with LeBron and Steph Curry. Hopefully the Golden State Warriors win that series. And then I think if they play Denver, that might be a tough series. So we might get a repeat of last year's finals between Golden State and the Celtics, but we'll see. But maybe a different outcome this time, but we'll see. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, so one more comment from Muhammad. I saw the Savio Vega thing backstage with Rey Mysterio and Bad Bunny. He did get involved in the Bad Bunny Damian Priest street fight. He beat the crap out of Dom Mysterio and Finn Balor, along with Carlito and the rest of the LWO. Beat the fuck out of them. And then Bad Bunny won the match. So, great time for the Latinos and the Puerto Ricanos. It's a great pay-per-view for the Puerto Rican and Spanish Latino community, Boricuas, whatever you want to call it. Great pay-per-view. 7.25 out of 10 stars for that. And that's all I can say about that. So I'm going to get out of here now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your motherfucking cocoot. And if you're not down with that, oh well. Too bad, because me and everybody in the chat and everybody everybody in the prophecy and the Armada, the greatest force ever. And we're still kicking ass, no matter what people say. We're still kicking ass. If you're not down with us, you're not down with anything else besides us, then, well, we all got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. Have a great rest of your weekend. I will be back on Monday. So until Monday, motherfuckers. Peace. Ha! Have a great Sunday. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.